All right, so in this video, we're going to be going over even more ways you can stop getting broke, unqualified leads from your Meta ads. Now, I've managed millions of dollars in ad spends, and I've helped dozens of high-ticket businesses turn around their lead quality using exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. Now, this is part 2 of a series. So I did another video where we did more on the messaging and the creative side. Check that out if you haven't seen that already, but this one we're going to be diving into the technical playbook. So let's get into it. Now, look, a lot of people struggle with not being able to get high-quality leads from Meta ads, right? So you're running ads and you're getting people to opt in, but they're just like, they're not the right people you want to work with. They're not actually booking calls. They're not actually showing up, and they're not actually giving you money. Now, you might be upset with Facebook, but the truth is it might actually be your fault. And the Meta algorithm is probably doing exactly what you're telling it to do. Because if you are sending Meta low quality signals, you are going to keep getting low quality prospects. The first thing we need to understand when it comes to how the algorithm is going to optimize and choose who to show your ads to and who opts in is it's only as good as the data that you give it. The issue that most businesses run into when they're running lead generation campaigns is usually a lead for them is someone who fills out a name and email, meaning they go to your landing page and they just give you a little bit of their contact information in order to move on to the next step. Now, you and I both know that's probably not a good lead, right? You get a bunch of leads on your email list who don't respond. You get a bunch of people who even book calls that don't show up. And so the more and more we can train Facebook on what is a high quality lead and stop giving it data on these like low quality leads, what you can see over time is that Facebook is going to learn who are the people who are these high quality prospects. And then you can send it signals and say, these are the types of prospects I want to get. And then it will go find more people like that. Now, the way that you do that is all determined by the signals that you send to Facebook every time a lead comes into your business. Now, if you're running ads to get clients, it's very likely you're probably running a funnel very similar to this, right? So you're probably running a call funnel, or maybe you're running a webinar or a lead magnet funnel, whatever it is. But usually at the very beginning, there's a landing page where you're trying to get someone's name and email. And so what a lot of people do is they set up the event that's called a lead. And they say like, hey, Facebook, this is a lead. And the important thing is, what are you optimizing for at the ad set level? So when you go into your ad set and it says, what is the objective of this campaign? What do you want us to get more of? What a lot of people do is they set up the signal where they say, hey, this is what I want from this campaign. Go get me more leads. Now, the problem there is, again, we both know that these are not the people that you really want to be talking to. And so oftentimes the best thing we could do in the very beginning is we can set up more signals deeper in the funnel. So we can set up a signal when someone fills out an application, or we can set up a signal for when someone books a call. We can even set up a signal for when someone shows up to a call or when someone is like a good quality call. And we can send these signals back to Facebook as well. And then the thing that we want to do is we want to start optimizing our campaigns for these events that are happening deeper in the funnel. So that way what we're not doing is telling Facebook, hey, every time that a lead opts in right here, that's the thing that I want you to go get me more of. But what we're doing is we're saying like, hey, what I actually want people to do is like book a call with me, meaning they get through my application, they get filtered out if they're a bad fit. And then the people who actually show up on my calendar, those are the people I want to be talking to. Now, we even take this one step further. This is more like what our campaigns look like right now. We run a ton of call funnels. And so we run an ad to a landing page, and of course people opt in, and we do have leads right here, but this is not what we optimize for. We actually have an application, and throughout that application, we have a scoring process. And there's 3 possible outcomes. 1, they're just disqualified, which means we don't even show them a calendar. They just go to a disqualified page. 2, we have people who are like kind of qualified. And then 3, we have like the people who are really hot prospects. To that person, they both end up on a calendar. It looks like an identical calendar to them. But for us, we have 2 calendars. And on this thank you page here for like, kind of iffy leads, we don't even have a pixel on there. So Facebook is not learning that these are the people we want to optimize for. What we did though, was we put a pixel on this page up here. So when someone gets to this page right here, we fire an event that is these people booked a call. And this is what we're training Facebook on. So you can see we've got a filter going through this application into 2 different calendars, and we're only asking Facebook to send us these people right here. Now that's one way that you can really start to level up how you can actually get more qualified people. Now let's say you're running some different funnels. So let's say you're running like a lead magnet, I don't love running lead magnets, but some people still do it. So how could you do this? Because these ones are pretty like standard in terms of, you run an ad and then you go to a landing page and then you have your thank you page. And again, what most people are doing is they're just optimizing for this name and email on this page. But what you could do is you could have some extra questions on your form. So instead of asking for name and email, you could maybe ask for like name and email. So you could ask them like, what is your business revenue? And then based on that dropdown, you could again have a second thank you page. And this second thank you page could be your unpixeled page. And this first page could be your pixel page. And you can use some kind of filter on your actual form to decide which page to send people to. And that can be your filter so that you're only training Facebook on a certain segment of the people who are opting in for your stuff. Same thing here. If you're running a webinar, you could do the same thing. So one, you could, have your ad that is going to your landing page, and then you have your thank you page, and you could have some kind of filter on that same form as well. Or what you could do is you could drop a pixel on the actual webinar page itself. So when people actually show up to watch the webinar, you could drop a pixel there. And then you could optimize for people who are actually showing up to the the webinar. So you don't just want a lead, you want a deeper event in the funnel. And so that's some of the ways that you can use the pixel to actually send Facebook data on who are these higher quality leads that are coming through your funnel by filtering people through and then making sure that you've got the different standard events on these pages and only on the pages with the people who you really want to be talking to. Now, there's one other system we can use that is called CAPI, and that stands for the Conversion API. Now, the Conversion API is just another way that we can send Meta signals about who are the right leads for us. So typically what most people do and what we've been talking about in all these examples so far is we're actually just using the pixel. So like the pixel on a page, someone hits a page and we either fire an event or we don't. Now, CAPI gives us a way to use an API to send data over to Facebook. Now, this is really cool because what you can do is you can use any kind of platform like Zapier or Make, or a lot of CRMs have this nowadays. And based on different events that are happening after someone even gets out of your funnel, you can start to send signals back to Facebook telling them that these are the right leads. So like one that we have is we have all leads that show up in a Slack channel. And then when that lead comes in, someone looks at that application and then they actually read the application and they filter for like, is this the type of person that we want to talk to or not? And then if it is, they just put a green check mark as like an emoji. And if it's not, they just put a red X. And what we do is we use the Conversion API to take the green check marks and we send that data back to Facebook and we say, hey, Facebook, this is a good qualified lead. So now with this client, we're not even just using the automated scoring system, but we're actually looking at this data here, and then we're sending that data back to Facebook based on what someone is actually interpreting from their application. You could do the same thing if you have HubSpot and you have different stages that you move people through. You could do the same thing if you have Go High Level and you have different stages you move people through in their pipeline. But what you're doing is you're actually just sending Facebook data based on events that are happening after someone gets out of your funnel. And that's super powerful stuff, because then what you've got is between the actual pixel events that are happening and then you being able to send data after people are qualified. Now you're really able to start optimizing your meta campaigns based on who are the highest quality prospects you could possibly get. So at the end of the day, if we actually just look at this funnel from the perspective of Facebook and see like, what are they seeing? You know, what they see is they see this lead come in, and then, you know, you could see this application come through, and then you could see a call booked, and then you could actually see like a qualified call, you know, if you're using this Conversion API. And what we can do is we can just keep training Facebook that like, these are the people that we want to get. And we do that by actually optimizing for that event at the ad set level. And then Facebook is going to keep learning who are these people that are actually coming through in this qualified call. And then as it's optimizing the campaign and figure out who are the people that it should go to, every time this event triggers, you're going to be telling Facebook, hey, you did a great job. Go get me more people like this. And it's not going to be looking at these earlier events as signals that it's doing the right job. And so over time, this can make a massive difference. Like I was doing some consulting with a company not that long ago, and like they were running into this issue where they just kept getting lower and lower lead quality, but they were optimizing for leads. And when I shared with them how we could start optimizing deeper down in the funnel, this is what helped them turn around their lead quality. The good news is this doesn't have to take a super long time to do. So you probably need someone who is a little bit more technical in order to set this up, but you could get it done in, you know, a week or so here. And then once you start optimizing for these events, you could start to see your lead quality turn around in about 2 weeks. All right, so this was a quick one, but hopefully you can see the power in just being able to set up different events inside the actual Facebook pixel so you can stop training Meta to give you more broke leads, and you can actually take back control just by what data you are sending through the Meta pixel. And so if you only send Meta the data that you want, like actual qualified leads, and you can set up these different pixel firings inside your event, you can use this to actually just drive up the quality in your funnel over time. Now, if you want my help implementing all this, just check out that first link down in the description below. And if you want to see the more creative side, what I would say is even probably the more powerful way that you can attract higher quality people by using your messaging to attract quality leads. Check that out video right now, and I'll see you there.